So today I'm going to share with you everything you need to know about building yourself a pipeline of deal flow. Right? This is one of the biggest questions I'm getting from people. How do you build yourself pipeline of deal flow to have enough companies to look at before you decide on if and what company to buy? Now, if you don't know me yet, my name is Moran Pober. I'm here to help you buy your dream business or a few of them. And I'm also the founder of Acquisitions.com. Now, one of the biggest questions I'm getting from people is they came to my channel, they want to buy a business. They understand that buying a business will get them to their goals much faster than growing organically, one client at a time. And they're just not sure where do they find those businesses, right? They have few ideas, they even perhaps picked a sector, maybe they even build themselves a board of advisors, but now they're thinking with themselves, okay, what's next? Where do I find those businesses? How do I get to a point where I talk to enough people, enough business owners, and eventually, potentially buy one of them? So the first thing you need to remember is that it's a numbers game. A lot of people think that they'll talk to just one business owner and they'll buy that business. If that's your attitude and you think that you'll just talk to one business and you'll buy it, you'll fail, you'll most likely fail. You need to come with the attitude that you're willing to talk to as many people as needed until you find the right business for you. You need to be okay with failure. You need to be okay with going out there and calling to 100 people and that 100 people will ignore you. You need to be okay with that as well. You can't expect to talk to one person and to win, right? It's like you win in the lottery. You need to expect to have haters and to have people who will tell you, hey, you're spamming me, or people to tell you, hey, you're a scammer, you're just trying to screw me by you talking to them. And unless you're okay with that and you're open to the idea that those are some of the responses you'll get, you'll just give up. A lot of people, as soon as someone's telling them, hey, you're a scammer, you're spamming me, you're wasting my time, they're just giving up and they stop to do the work, to go out there and talk to more people. You need to fail yourself forward. You need to understand that the only way to be better at something is to step outside your comfort zone, is to do things you never did before, like talking to business owners, like doing cold calls, like going to events, which I'll share with you some more of the ways you can build yourself the pipeline. But before you have those fundamentals and understanding that you're going to talk to a lot of people and a lot of people are going to tell you no, it just won't work for you. Another thing you want to pay attention to is that you want to take advantage of the online world. In the past, maybe going walking door to door or cold calling companies was the only option for you to build yourself a pipeline of deal flow. And it still works right now, but you need to think with yourself, is this the most effective way to use your time? Nowadays, when there are so many different online ways to use, there are so many ways to outsource that deal flow process. I don't do that thing in my own right now. I have a team, but you don't need to have a team yet, or you can use a team in like the Philippines. You can hire people so cheaply that can build you a pipeline of thousands of people if you know what to ask them for, if you know where to find them. So think with yourself, how can you use and take advantage of the online world as much as possible? Because if you're going to just walk door to door until you hope a business owner will tell you yes, or if you're going to cold call companies, I mean, how many door to door can you even do? I mean, how many doors can you knock and ask the owner if he's willing to sell? I don't know, like 5 an hour if you're lucky and you have like shitloads of businesses next to each other. Why not to take advantage of the online world where you can access millions of business owners so fast? Just go to Google right now and literally Google businesses for sale. You'll see millions of results. And those are just the businesses that are actually out there looking to sell. And some of the best deals are actually businesses who are not looking to sell, that you just need to reach out to. But ideally, you want to find a way to reach out to those people at scale, especially nowadays, like I said, with the online world. Nowadays, some of the best things that working for me and my clients are things like Facebook and LinkedIn and other social media platforms and Facebook ads and building funnels and webinars and all those different things that you can do at scale, or outsourcing things and building databases with people like from the Philippines, for example, where you can buy people time for so cheap. And you need to ask yourself, what's your time worth? For me, I'd rather just pay a few bucks for someone to do that work for me instead of me going door to door or cold calling thousands of companies until potentially one will tell me yes. Now there are softwares that can send emails for you. There are softwares that can even send messages for you on other social media platforms. There are so many better things that you can use right now that are working amazingly well, so you definitely want to take advantage of them. You can always go and do things like events and other face-to-face things like door-to-door. They're great, they can work well, but it's going to take much longer to reach the same amount of people that it will for you to reach out with those scaling mechanisms and softwares. And the next biggest thing for you to pay attention to when you're building a pipeline of deal flow is don't neglect the biggest power that you have, your contacts, your experience that you have right now. I don't care who you are or what your age or what experience you have in the business world. You all, if you watch this video, you probably know at least 10 to 20 people. You have at least 10 to 20 people in your phone book. And those 10 to 20 people know at least 10 to 20 people more, right? The only thing that's holding you back from finding your next acquisition and building yourself an amazing pipeline is you having the guts to reach out to those 10, 20 people. You can never know who your contacts know. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised to know who some of your contacts know when you're just starting to ask. But most people, the biggest problem is not that they don't know how to build a pipeline of deal flow, is that they don't have the support behind them and the certainty that they can even do that, because they don't know what to ask or how to position themselves. And when you don't have those things, I don't care what contacts you have or what strategies or softwares you have. It's all about your internal world in the end of the day that will allow you to achieve results in the external world. Because your contacts alone can give you access to amazing pipeline if you know how to use them. So start using some of the strategies and start to talk to business owners, start to receive financials. You're one step closer to closing a deal if you're following those steps. But remember, in the end of the day, it's all about your certainty and you being comfortable being uncomfortable. And the only way to have that is to have the full process and understanding of how a deal looks like from beginning to end. And it's for you to have accountability and support around you and a community of people. For them, it's no big deal to talk to many business owners and making offers and receiving financials and talking to financial institutions. Only when you have a community of people around you who are doing this on a regular basis, you will get to the point where you believe that it's no big deal for you as well. And you'll see getting and building a pipeline of deal flow won't be a big deal for you. Just by you watching this video and understanding, hey, building a pipeline of deal flow is normal, is possible, your brain is going to change a little bit. You're going to believe in yourself much more. Now, after you know a little bit more about how to find those deals and how to build a pipeline, one of the biggest questions I'm getting is, okay, so how do I then go and actually buy a successful business? Which is exactly why I created a video on it, right? But before that, make sure you subscribe and like this video right now. And then if you want to learn a little bit more on how to buy a successful business, this is exactly why I created this next video for you. So go and watch it right now, and I'll see you there in a bit.